Afenyo Markin is a criminal. Politics mu per this report, no, he's a criminal. Per this investigative reporter, yeah, on Jinapo, the Minister of Energy, Eka say committee ni no. The me who report no, Afenyo Markin is a thief. He needs to go to jail. Afenyo Markin today, no, or initiating chrono, he needs to go to jail. He's a thief. And one LORDSON TV.
Adolfo say winning bear Kevin Taylor, ama Taylor. Okata Jeffrey Fanny Rival no ne partner no ne ko social media gidi no pacho wa mana homne so wo san kasa na ne kasa wo kasa nyina me de efa bi no asa me ne ya adwen pacho me nya pipi no me kra me ntoaba ba efa bi no me ya adwen ye twa video ni wie na asa no ne ya adwen akwhwa na won so wa kire wa adwen aha ya LORDSON TV maboafo ya kasifo mienu the skin code ena afi the goat master umpewe na apede hwan mo na ene omonko na hwan mo na ene ombachiri abom age se the skin code opese oni padua te yelem esa wi akataban a eye the skin code opese wanum toso wanum ye woda da bia otimi aponche na mo de a ene the goat master ena mekanfo ede amawo omumienu ena chese omo no ma etwagu no adenti na mfrom na no mo enya nkomodi hwehwehwam na bibia enkonkan emfama na ama Taylor Kevin Taylor ono uko social media the silly minority ono nkwani ni di loud noise ana loud silence TV ono ena cheso yo pabene ono ni studio no kwotena hwade a ene fearless upon fearless why so katache fifa no otoma no senior NDC man enti okwotena se MPP for dem pacho me ntumi hu ye wo no me se Yakopon de MPP for wo mo ne mo amaye nyina ehye suma senior ode hye ne sa enti onyini ye no hu juma ena odi e wo social media ne so enei watutu bia mane Afenyo Markins watutu bia mane Debik Mahama ache se enye asem kumana ni na ensen yenka bishop chese nanse na tete se ECG for Electricity Company of Ghana for wo mo containers makoma 1346 me pa twaira na hwa mo abreso na yira ye MPP for abreso na no na Mahama for betina asi ele yakwo hwe nkratam yakwaye anioma yakwo se akwakopio baabi ene na me ne wo kasa die ase chese Afenyo Markins na mposa Debik Mahama amne akasefo mo MPP amanyokum no wo mu wia container wo mu twi sika gu account mu no na chese okata efene sei Kevin Taylor no gina omo nchen me pa cho Phyllis adapa atwa atem didie se ne wasi adi Afenyo Markins ne Debik Mahama atem efa ECG container ira ya hunu ne tese sika afa Afenyo Markins nsase ene papa ya mebo ni din wo mo aka wo mu hu wom me pa cho wono de okasa o se o evidence enti obia na wayi ne picture ba obia no de ne chese ne letter no de aba wo mo awie nyina pa cho Kevin Taylor say wo mo ena chese wo mo ehhye esumu ase ena mo di bone na ono mo so wadi kan ka se MPP amayokon de by 2028 se obegu wo mo enti munim me nkasa pi badi kan ka dada me kan bebri akohwa enye ofe enti yenkotie eye ama Taylor Phyllis a wo fa eye 1346 ECG containers ya hu empany form wo MPP amayokon monsa sha asesi ko mo adi nyina no mo nko ne kwetie no na fa Phyllis ne mai
Afenyo Markin is a criminal. Politics mu per this report, no, he's a criminal. Per this investigative reporter, yeah, John Jinapo, the Minister of Energy, Eka say committee ni no. Per the me who report, no, Afenyo Markin is a thief. He needs to go to jail. Afenyo Markin today, onena or initiating chrono, no, he needs to go to jail. He's a thief. Or a dirty, despicable, filthy thief. And the mature document. Remember when could enter Afenyo Markin? So Bejina Parliament be kasa mutunto siongunu so. He's a despicable human being. So any girlfriend and friend I won't and I would too no. Metren be your tinne. What Afenyo Markin? Oji say only sama. Oji say you can destroy people. Oji say you Jimmy and you're Ghana. I'm a politician. I'm a businessman. Okay, came to say bodam for. Oga na ote awo. But in the picture, name Quran picture ba bechema o yire hu. Sa teshi mansion o kotama girl no she teshi wona awo. But the o picture bechira o yire no. Na mde nkwara mienu na ma wo na kire o yire no. ECG containers 1347 ayira. Afenyo Markin sort of parliament say, oh, we all have to be patriotic. Obwa, he knows he's guilty. Afenyo Markin a real sika. Afenyo Markin stole millions and billions from Ghanaians through ECG per the report I have. Debik Mahama on nanaye MD. Before election, because said this boy is a thief. Can't be our pet Ghana be our boy will be. Mr. Sandy Pano don't come na kuno akwa any birthday. This boy got to the sandbox na on we ni jota. I saw bottom. Or do go down to for to sacramine. This boy, I came to tell you people where he will go to jail. I will show you his properties. Ah, girls are on your mawo or girl be or what down to be my girl be UK. This boy. Now, and Yanko straight to Kasongo 99 ECG Asamaba. Now, ECG, I bet you see containers be ECG deba Ghana, containers 1,347 a The current energy minister, Mr. John Jinapo, abekache Ghana for say, sa containers we ira. The obeto ye no, say MPP abreso and sa containers ni nyina ira. Now, and the minister at the committee bi. Now, the committee no, or taski almost omunya investigations into ECG, any containers ira, any the crime akoso. Yani, we are always ahead of everyone. We have been able to intercept the investigations, report, 103 pages, 103 pages, and what's our reporting? The report has 3 pages. This is the report. Investigative reports on Electricity Company of Ghana's container hold-up at Temaport and related procurement issues. That one made a report for the first time in Ghana. Minister Nikwa Humbe because hey, Kevin Taylor be hard guy, yeah. Because baby I'm printing report, Sir, baby I'm printing, me wa kwala bi wo ho. The report man printing or dem nko am printing no baby there, me wa kwala wo ho. So minister na anadwo because hey, ade a me kutema me pese obi abehu no. Report no has 103 pages. Report no it is packed. Me be show part bi or report no. Me wi na ma publish amamo. Asiafo MPP for na mudi omochi. Afenyo marking is a criminal. Politics mu per this report, he's a criminal. Per this report, per this investigative reporter, John Jinapo, the Minister of Energy, Eka say committee ni per the me report, Afenyo marking is a thief. He needs to go to jail. It was the same Afenyo marking was telling us to say. Finance Minister Ato Forsena or J instructions to free the boss. Said take ho sign a document. Afenyo market was in Parliament saying say Yenjeli Ato Forsen who even took permission. And the boss back court back say yes, I instructed him. No, Afenyo market was saying say Yenjeli Ato kwasia. Afenyo market today onuna or initiative chrono. He needs to go to jail. He's a thief or a dirty, despicable, filthy thief. Nobody should pay attention to that idiot. Now, the minister said something in Parliament.
As Minister for Energy and Green Transition, currently my vision is simple. I want all the 1,346 containers accounted for. 1,346 containers. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, I'll bring those containers to where they ought to be. Mr. Speaker, let me set the record straight. And if my good friend, Professor, will listen to me, there's not been any inconsistency. At the transition committee, Honorable Yarga was there. They gave us a figure of 3,000. Then they told us it had incurred demurrage of 1.5 billion. I was sworn into office on the 17th. On the 24th, I visited the harbour. At the harbour, I was told the containers were 2,500. That is what aroused my suspicion. I didn't say at the harbour that the containers are 2,500. I couldn't have counted 2,500 containers instantaneously. And so, from 24th, I went to brief the president on 27th, and by 31st, I had established this committee. There was media coverage, and we took Professor Afenyo. He's a chartered procurement expert. The report was submitted just this week. It was during the presentation of the report that the committee told me that contrary to the figures they were giving you, over 1,300 containers cannot be accounted for. These are the facts and nothing but the facts. Mr. Speaker, these are the facts. So those who are on social media and trying to play the political game, let me assure you, it will not deter me. Yesterday, when President Mahama called me His message was simple. Jinapo, you have my full backing, go the full throttle. And that is exactly what we are doing. We've already arrested some Chinese nationals. We are on the trail of some Indian nationals who have bolted. But you know, this is a house of record. And so I'm being very, very cautious. I've received a lot of briefing. And I'm getting to know those who are behind it. This has been going on for years. I will stop that, and it will stop right now. It's not just going to stop. We shall retrieve the containers of the materials. We shall prosecute the perpetrators, and we will prosecute the perpetrators, and we will sell the rods to recover the cost.
That is your able energy minister. I say, time I'm taking over now. Figures are MPP for the Maomono. It was wrong. A port who said no. Figures some of the more papers, so it is not what he's seen at the port. So he went back and said, no, I want to know more. In fact, from what you told me at the transition meetings, Oka said the colleagues no more, 3,000, or could report it wasn't 3,000, it was 2,500. And I said, no. It means more work needs to be done to get to the bottom of it, because at the transition level, MPP focus at 3,000. You better report at 2,005. Or so on to me and also and containers 2,005. And Oka say an audit must be done. Audit na yani nemuno and ediabe pi ha say 1,347 containers ayira. Now, so 1,347 containers ayira. Dear na was here as a nation. Because remember, Nansia ni de jakpa. Nansia ni de ato force go jina court. Godfrey Dame MPP Afenyo Makimujina Parliament ka say ato force nkra eje instructions every ni boss se tekpe ho and or sign document na ambulance ni ba ya yenche jakpa yenche ato force na yenjeli omo Afenyo Makin said it in Parliament. This was ato force who took instructions from his boss se tekpe. And no, Afenyo Makin can say it is important we clean the system and we make sure corruption is uprooted. And so won't take the air canasia ECG chrono na costono from 2022. May Baba show the report investigations no mo what they uncovered or what they discovered. Abema wuyemu be show. And before I start no be show chawa DB. Now you see this man. Your friend Afenyo Makin. Onina the leader of the pigs or the piglets minority in Parliament. Sir man Afenyo Makin we Ekufuado appointing say onina Mbeye dien board chair of ECG July 2024. Now before Afenyo Makin appointing another man we know your friend Kelly Gajepo. Kelly Gajepo. Man, we say na the first day Ghana 14 din na ya mena me boni din PDS scandal so. PDS energy, PDS Ghana electricity deals about umiako sign ye over $500 million omudi ye Gabi Ochedako me born audio bumpty any de ayensumo PDS na me break in collaboration with Herald newspaper Larry Dogbe you break PDS a save Ghana scandal. This man Kelly Gajepo, me na me body din first Emma Ghana for who say nipa bi sa e Ghana. Ono na ye ECG board chair. Mysteriously April 19, 2024, right before election April, and also are resigning. Ghanaians asked Kelly Gajepo say, why have you resigned? What am I reason? Also are resigning as the board chair of ECG. Oko ICGC. We everyone kwa. Everyone kwa. E wana kenofuri atasoko. Almost off ni papa no sheketins no I friend Mensa Otabel no the sheketins na or the kansem hunu no political pastor no ono na ye ma boy bi ko jail okotina bank board so omko wie sika young man bi ko jail sa man your friend Mensa Otabel, he was part of that board that mismanaged the bank's money for a young man, innocent man, to go to jail, for him to still be practicing and taking offering every Sunday. Your friend Mensa Otabel. Now sorry bani. So Kelly Gajepo, April 9th, And also onye jumani biem, he's resigning as the board chair of ECG. Ya born busani bibia. Ya born busani say, Kelly. I'm sorry, my team, they are sending me something. Ghana for busa Kelly, say Kelly. Now, I would say, my team is sending me information, but they want me to slow down and let people know something. Yabusa man will say, why are you resigning? One can't. You are the board chair of the ECG. Also, on my reason. Into man we're resigning, you know, and a year Ekufuado. I can say, Afenyo marking the businessman. Go and replace Kelly Gajepo. Ewo ECG. So Afenyo marking took over July 2024. Naka beye 5 months. Nya tuaba. Technically, naka 6 months. Na yakoto aba 2024. And Afenyo marking ekot name as the board chair of ECG. Remember, Afenyo marking debut original parliament also or a businessman. So Ekufuado told Afenyo marking, who is a businessman, to go and head ECG as the board chair. Remember, Afenyo marking the client Kennedy Japan, who was supplying electricity, equipment and light, energy stuff to ECG. So the businessman, whose client is also a businessman, has been given the job as the board chair of ECG. Afenyo marking the client Kennedy Japan. Kennedy Japan so ya manizikam rebi so on supply street light Emma ECG sikana ma light na ma ene eti ha ene Ekufuado say akwa we eye Afenyo marking enko lead ECG. Remember, Afenyo marking ko lead ECG no nipa na oye MD of ECG your friend Dubik Mahama mebeka boy we asam che before elections. Dubik Mahama onina from 2022 oye MD managing director of ECG ABC. Before elections, September and also are resigning. Dubik Mahama no MD of ECG. September 25th, also nye jumani bi wejai. Yabusa said, what are your reasons? Also only reason bia. And I will so work it out. Before election, because said this boy is a thief. Ka bia opero Ghana bia boy we will be. O to me send the pano de woko monako no akwa any birthday. This boy got to the sandbox na onum wi ni jota as wa bottom. This boy, I came to tell you people where he will go to jail. Now, boy, we are quite baby did me matter. Dubik Mahama on an MD from 2022. Otna wa bedruha. You do September pe also on your money bill. What was your reason? No reason. Wejai. Oh yes, kanka sad. I will show you his properties. Girls are on your mawo or girl be or what top down to be my girl be UK. This boy. Me so be a time eba. Now, yanko issue neso. So, in Kofuenya, they took over and they were there at ECG. After Kelly Koyeno, na Afenyo marking any day on a Dubik Mahama and more running things. Remember, Ghana Mremuno, Oko state-owned enterprises, government institutions. There's a reason why they be a MD. Ana ye CEO a se board no anka se ye CEO entum ana so board na endorse a CEO no krampo no na dwuma ntumi start anything and the Mahama yi so many CEOs as we are sitting here no they are waiting for board approval. Into board do there the board is there to check a MD, to check CEO. The board is the last stop to stop corruption. Because the board no be corrupt pe, it means say the whole agency is a mess. Every time when you are picking a CEO, make sure you are picking the right board. Because a CEO no any board no be connive. Naka sombo ya mu damage or me finish mu. Any be na ABAJ any Godfrey Dame because ABAJ time no procurement as the manager no. Na Godfrey Dame as the attorney general not procurement board so. Enti adia ABAJ nyina no Godfrey Dame was sanctioning it. AB amono mon check is anyoma no. ABAJ kro no board no procurement authority no. Godfrey Dame was on the board of procurement authority when ABAJ was bringing documents for them to endorse. Because now Godfrey Dame and ABAJ, they have connived, no more partners. And Obua ABAJ money, yes, our deals. The same applies to the ECG. Without the board, the MD or whoever is the manager or whoever cannot. There's no checker. ECG must sign without the approval of the board, and more importantly, the board chair. When we talk about a board chair, ECG board chair, no check or no contract can be signed between ECG and a private individual, a government, or anybody without the board giving a green light. The board, it is the last stop to stop every corruption. So when you are the board chair of ECG, you are basically the last stop of corruption, and whatever happens at ECG from the top, you will have to give green light for it to go on. You cannot tell me as a board chair, say, ECG, I signing 2 million deal. You have no idea about. You are lying. No. Then you have to come and prove that whether that issue was brought to board or not, whether the person who signed that 2 million deal actually informed the board or did it on their own. So as far as ECG, the board chair and the MD who was there, they have to come and answer questions. Maybe a MD and maybe a board in him. Maybe a board in maybe an MD in him. It is only through Jakpa investigations and yebehu nipa owia yesika. Are you following? All right, my make sure there. Now you be reporting and the make sure documents. And the make sure documents. Remember when we could enter Afenyo marking. So be parliament be kasa muntu ntosiongunu so. He's a despicable human being. Sa ne girlfriend and friend awo no na wutu no. Make sure be otene. Na yire nko Afenyo marking. You Afenyo marking. I've been watching you. Yeah. Uko teshia. Oni girl bia wutu wo ho your friend awo. Wakoto diamond girl. Wa Afenyo marking. Oje so ni nyansa ma. Oje say you can destroy people. Oje say nyina ye Jimmy and ye te Ghana. I'm a politician. I'm a businessman. Who came to say bodam for. Oga na ote awo be the picture nen kwara picture ba be chema oyire hu. Sa teshi mansion okoto ma girl no hye teshi wona awo. Be the o picture be kire oyire no. Na me nkwara mienu na ma wo na kire oyire no. Send enye bad enipa na wawo. Sa me say me tianam ko wo a ore nchen a na obi di kire enye bad. Enti mema oyire hu nkwara mienu no awo nkwara no teshi. Wo adwere ya wo se Ghana fo nyina ejimi. Unim boni a wedi unim. And now now, do you know something? The board chair Afenyo marking and the assembly of parliament. And anytime make say Afenyo marking is guilty. Onimso abokro no, onimso say jail no. But he's playing some game. He's playing a psychological game. And the Afenyo marking sorry of parliament. Oh, assembly AC wo ECG ne krampo de. Anka NDC and MPP we should come together and make sure we solve the problem. Now the problem is the GP, Gapoha people, and people who work at the port. And now, NDC, any MP, they should come together and go after civil servants. Obwa. He's playing on the conscience of Ghanaians. He knows he's guilty. This is the same Afenyo marking who was telling Ghanaians to say, at the end of the day, the boss man permission to sign the document. And the ECG contains 1,347 naira. Afenyo marking a sort of parliament. He said, oh, we all have to be patriotic. Obwa. He knows he's guilty. Afenyo marking a real sika. Afenyo marking stole millions and billions from Ghanaians through ECG per the report I have. Into or play Sane Kasongo strategy, no. Suddenly, waba parliament. Oh, we all have to fight together and make sure whatever is happening at ECG, no, it's an institutional problem. It is the bureaucracy. You were the immediate board chair. Sia. Listen to Kasongo.
ECG. I had the privilege of chairing the board in July. Because I'm a businessman, the first question I ask myself is that how can ECG award a contract? And when the contract is awarded, all the person does is deliver at the port, present bill of lading, and request for payment. I said, with the greatest respect, I don't want to use a word. This is parliament. I was shattered. I said, how? And ECG would have to pay. So I realized that ECG was paying a lot of bills when they have not even had access to the goods. And when you ask them, I asked the procurement manager, director of procurement, a question. I said, why did he say, oh, chairman, this is the practice since. this is the practice. And they will bring you document. I listened to honorable member for Secondary, lawyer, you from Secondary, question meeting, and I am adopting his submissions as though they were mine. The time has come. This politics, somebody says MPP, NDC, it's a system problem that I will any day support this minister to embark on reforms. How come containers at the ports, containers that have arrived, the bureaucracy at our ports, they say the containers are missing. Mr. Speaker, it is true that when these containers come, there is some connivance with some customs officials, and they sell these containers, these cables that ECG needs after the supplier has been paid. They sell the container, and then people resell back to ECG. Are we pretending we don't know? Instead of us to pay attention and kill the rots, then we come here, then MPP, NDC, so now they say, oh, maybe it's happening under MPP, it's happening under NDC. No. An honorable minister, I know what you can do. If we can give you support to do it, you must adopt a posture, a non-partisan posture, and tackle the rots. But if we all want to approach it MPP, NDC, Mr. Speaker, it will remain. NDC will spend 4 years, 16 years, 20 years. The same thing will be there. They will come into opposition, and the same thing would arise again.
Oh, what he's trying to do at this point, from the Onoye cannot just say, oh, Nimrod and Ekoso, as the board chair, he went there. The question is, what did he do about it? So it is clearly negligence and deliberately causing financial loss to the state. Per his own statement, when he took over as the board chair, and he's giving us even more details than we know, meaning he has more information than all of the people in parliament. So Afenyo is the first person to assist the government in investigating this matter. Because you say you're a businessman, you became the board chair, and that you have noticed a problem. You have noticed corruption. You have noticed people are scamming Ghanaians. Your job as the board chair, you took an oath to be the board chair, is to protect the public purse. So what do you need to do? Immediately you stop it, you write a report, you open investigations, you get people taken into custody to make sure the system is protected. He looked on, he joined the party, he joined the prostitution, he fucked the girls, he became part of the crime, he turned into a virus, he is now killing people, and he steps out to come and tell us that we should all come together and be killed by AIDS. You are mad. Oh, damn. It is NDC MPP. Today you want collaboration. No. We are fighting this war of corruption as Ghanaians, irrespective of which political party you belong to. NDC is in power. If you are an MPP and you have caused a problem, you need to be jailed. Into a general parliament, you know, he's playing mind games. Oh, where there a Ghana problem? Kwasia, da bena who say, yeah, Bokrono ECG a Ghana problem. A MPP now cause a problem, no. A who as the board chair who led the corruption, because Sanka ECG, Yeka say, Anka John Abujina Pobeka say, ECG was able to make a revenue of $100 billion. Kakwasia, Utru Kro. Yeah, you know us. We, Mr. Speaker, we are the minority. When we were there, Kwasia, criminality about there, we should come together as a unit. No. We want to stand individually and deal with the problem. You think you are a smart politician, dirty riffraff. And I want you to understand, you have to go to jail. What's the Ghana and out parliament? And now we use Unkwasianyansa de Dankofo. And you think say everything is about politics. Every day I'm a businessman. And I wish a business in politics. And I will rear Ghana. All the things you were saying in parliament, 99% of Ghanaians did not know. So if the corruption has happened or happened under you, under your leadership, and you did not do anything about it, then it means this is pure negligence. It means you knew the crime was ongoing. When also you're a lawyer. So if you have an idea of a crime, and at the end of the day, we find out that you knew about the crime, what makes you? You are a criminal. You are not even supposed to stand in our parliament to even discuss Ghana's issues. I was saying we do share boxing, we do see a poso, we do copy Kasongo 99. You are a filthy liar. Now me say, you see, Freemason for they're the intelligent, honest people in the Freemason. Now, what made you get into that Freemason? So today, Freemason, they are employing criminals. Is this the Freemasonry thing? Now, idea ugina okay. So ugina u Freemason yangu po enim na okam kwasi story where. Ugina sa u Freemason yameno obemu ura Freemason heaven. This guy is an embarrassment. He was trying to play on the conscience of Ghanaians. When did we start to fight corruption as NDC MPP together? No. We are fighting corruption. We are fighting people who have been involved in corruption. So at this point, it's not about NDC being power or MPP being power. It's about who were involved in this crime. And you, the board chair, Afenyo, you oversaw the criminality for all these months and you did not say a word. Today you are in parliament telling us that you know all that is happening and you didn't take any action. Go and read your rules, the rules governing the board that you were on. You are a liar. Afenyo, you are a filthy, dirty liar. You are a corrupt, dirty criminal who calls himself a politician. Per the report I have seen. Per the report I have seen, you are a thief. You have stolen from Ghanaians. Now let's go into the report. Team, stay with me. What do you see? Jimmy Bejinabaye and we all and the bureaucracy. Oh, boddamcracy. Mommy, you just reported him. What Ghana now? We say what's how they be Ghana for Zika. Now look at this. Moment kind report no. Report now me the betcha no. The whole Ghana obia any report no. Now this man too was the man who was in charge of procurement. In fact, answer na me report no. Me church obia mu. Now one, this man is Keligajepo. Or no NNA board chair. Edu baby also a jai board chair jumano on your board chair or ECG beam. Yebusan reason also on can and a kufu you know and Afenyo marking be share ho Afenyo marking so be share ho no and from July see the end of Kufuado's tenure or the board chair of ECG. This guy your friend Dubik Mahama on nanaye MD managing director of ECG. Chrono of course on nanaye MD. He was collaborating with the board chair to make sure ECG is run. Ufriwa, this man, they made him This man, they made him the procurement boss. This man, the background and your procurement. His background was into housing and other things. But what they did was that his background was in estates, any housing or ECG. They moved this man, they merged procurement and merged those two offices, housing and procurement. And I'm the share man we inside. Man, we want to calculate and 10 digits on to me yet. He knew nothing about calculations. He knew nothing about procurement. Afenyo marking a kufuadomo and I'm for a specific reason. If you do also I wanted you to know the actors in this scandal. But the lead actor is Afenyo marking, the leader of the 88 piglets, the MPP minority. Moja, mobatino position a check. Moye before. Munnim nyansa. Now, momianko reporting him. Give him the whole Ghana Obiahu report to it. This is the first time you are seeing it. Every Ghanaian because we want you to know the truth.
Out of 20 ECG containers, I know. I'm a Taylor say, Kevin Taylor say, Afenyo Marcus and Shasim, Debik Mahama and Sa a womb and Penifaku Dam, but Joko video now one casa ubehu and LORDSON TV Sabri. Now, Konako share video, natural wide found. No mere notification beneso. Midi at the Anotewa Macro.
Keep watching. Move on to LORDSON TV. Keep watching. Don't change it. Keep watching. Don't change it. Keep watching. Don't change it. And one LORDSON TV.